the visiting Raiders. They, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry for Justin Forsett. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know we always worry about when a running back is over the age of 30, but Justin Forsett didn't have a lot of carries prior to 2 seasons ago.
And last year, you remember, of course, he missed 6 games with a broken arm. Of course, the Ravens, they had a litany of injuries in 2015.
They missed his 1,266 yards he gave them in 2014.
And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, this is Forsett. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Flacco here on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Off the give from Flacco, Forsett. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
2nd down, Flacco now. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try to run with Forsett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again, Forsett. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he cuts it right sideline. That one goes for 24 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 26 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. This drive, he's come alive, and in a big way, now he's starting to gallop.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Holding offense. Still first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They got to get... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Carr, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders defense getting ready. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the I. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, Forsett. And some room to work. And he's brought down. Given 17 yards that time.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Hey, blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to the ground on first. Again, Forsett. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, blue 45. Blue 45.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A red zone first down for Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Forsett that time. And it'll be second and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the ground attack now. This is Forsett. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Wallace, his first touch. Down as a member of the Ravens. And the Ravens are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And this...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Flacco here on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Flacco from the gun. And they take him down, lose it. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Phillip Dorsett. Here's Dorsett. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And Watson has it right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Flacco now. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Look at the dance and the juke. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Flacco. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound it in with West. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and just 1. And that's caught by Aiken. Touchdown, Ravens. Kamar Aiken as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So we're at halftime here in the end. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. Returnable for Dorsett. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, Flacco to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On first down, Flacco. He hits West underneath. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run.
They'll run again here with West. Room here to run. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Here's West. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it with West. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Finding time. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they try it out here for this series.
Yeah, right now the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? Final minute now of the third quarter.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A big pickup there on the run. 30 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Back now in Baltimore. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it second and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He's got it to West on the dump off. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flacco here on second down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Benjamin Watson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Penalty marker is down here, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. It let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Back to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
When things are tight and the game's on the line, that's when the best quarterbacks' personalities come to the front. Those who can lead their team to victory. Derek Carr just put his team in front.
Yeah, he did that 4 times last year in 2015. Led him to a 4th quarter comeback tied for most in the league. Maybe he just got another one there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And there's a flag on the play. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Return team.
Back to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Flacco surveying the field. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Pressure mounting. Flacco. He's got time. He hits West underneath. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Setting to throw. Flacco to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flacco to throw. Finding time. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that late.
Now, whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. This is West. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it.